Welcome to the Tennis Hackery podcast. This is episode number 38, and we are back after almost a month and a half's break. My name is Tarun. I have Soham here with me. Hey, Soham, how are you doing?
Hey, Tarun, nice to see you. Nice to be back on a podcast. Obviously, it's
Yes.
we recently celebrated 2 years milestone,
Yes.
2 years of tennis hackery. So that's something to
Woo! Yep,
be proud of for sure.
absolutely.
And also we had Tarun, your birthday.
Thank you.
I think everybody we have this tradition that uh, all the people who are the integral part of and co-founders of Tennis Hackery, we make sure we celebrate each of our birthdays at some
Indeed.
point. We
Yep,
do like a dinner with all of us, and I feel like everybody should is as important as the other. So and we
absolutely.
should celebrate each other as well as celebrating Tennis Hackery's growth as well.
Yep.
So March is full of excitement
Yep,
and it's also Indian Wells. So we always talk
indeed.
about Indian Wells, right?
Yes, yes. I think we have, I mean, I think some of us have alternated going there. I was there in 2023. I think you went last year. So I think it's an amazing tournament. Us being based out of North California, it is like it's Southern California. It's about 8 hours drive from here. So some of us try to go there every year. We know a lot of people who have gone there. It's an amazing tournament, as they say, the fifth slam. So yep,
Absolutely. And it does
yeah.
feel like the fifth slam. Slow. Now I have gone there 3 years. I went in 2018. Then I took a break. Then the COVID happened. I went 2 years ago, and then I've gone this year, and I
Mhm.
plan to go next year too. So, like I was telling you offline, it's very addicting
Yep,
because the setup is so intimate and it's so friendly for the fans. It makes and it's like the fifth slam. You have men's and women's both playing. All
yep,
the top players are
yeah,
showing
yep.
up, right?
Huge draws. Yes.
Big draws, great atmosphere, great weather,
Yep.
um, and also Palm Springs in Southern California is also a nice place to be,
Indeed.
usually. So overall, if you look at it in totality, I feel like it's almost like a must go, right?
Yep. Yep.
It's a must go for all tennis fans and maybe even non-tennis fans, and
True.
definitely for kids and juniors who are into tennis, who are getting into tennis, who are very much involved in tennis, who are
Yep.
you know playing college level tennis, whatnot. So great experience, and would love to talk a little bit more about my own personal experience from last weekend.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. So I do remember the second or third episode of Tennis Hackery was about your Indian Wells visit, and that, and followed by the Roland Garros one. So yeah, here we are, back full circle. It should be fun. It's because it's that time of the year, right? So
Indeed, and this is the
yep,
time of the year where I think it's the longest break between slams, right?
yep, yep,
Between Australian and French, I think the break is longest, and then French and Wimbledon is hardly like 3 weeks or so, and then Wimbledon to US Open is like a month or so. So a lot of events happen during this time. Really, the Indian Wells tournament is still ongoing. The semifinal lineup is actually set up on
yep,
both the men's and women's side, so we can talk a
yes.
little bit about that. Any surprises, anything that uh, I don't even know what to say about surprises anymore, especially on the men's side. But we
Yep.
can talk a little bit more about that towards the end of the
Yep.
episode.
Yep. All right. So let's start at the beginning. So how was your experience in terms of the ticketing, as well as getting there, and all the fun stuff, the logistics? Anything to say about that?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, so the fun part was we decided to drive down, and when I talk about we, the best part this year, which hasn't happened before, is I went there with some of my students in tennis who are
Nice.
all like very much into tennis, and it's so good to see because during our 8, 9 hour drive with a couple of breaks here and there, we were primarily talking about tennis.
Okay.
Going there. what we want to expect. Coming back, it was crazy because coming back, we were all watching tennis, the Indian Wells matches on our phone.
That's
So
fun.
the engagement was as high as ever, right?
That,
Everybody was engaged, engrossed, they enjoyed it. So yes, so I went with some of my students. They all loved it. So that was unique this year. The drive is a little bit long, but it's not too bad if you take a couple of breaks. So that wasn't too bad. Went on a Friday afternoon, reached there Friday night, was there all day on Saturday, um, and came back on Sunday. Obviously, like I said, we were still following the matches on our drive back because everybody was so keen to see what was going on, and there were some great matches. So that was from a logistics part. That's what it was. Ticketing was not an issue in terms of getting tickets, at least for me, because I bought my tickets
mhm.
about a month in advance.
Okay.
Previously, I had actually bought my tickets 2, 3 months in advance. Last time I went, I actually got the ground pass. The ground pass allowed me access to all the courts except Stadium 1 and Stadium 2. So I got to see all the outside courts, practice courts, all
That's
of that,
awesome.
which
Yeah.
was a
Grounds
great
pass is always worth
experience.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's definitely worth it. It was $60.
Yep.
It's like it's gold, right?
Mm.
Like it's definitely more than worth it.
So
This
whom did you
time,
whom did you see practice actually? I wanted to
so
double click on that.
that was 2 years ago.
Yeah. Hmm.
When I went and I saw
Yep.
all the top players back then, which I spoke about. Like I saw Djokovic,
Yep. Yep.
Alcaraz,
Yep. Of
Sinner,
course. Yeah. That was 2 years back.
Zverev,
Yeah.
all those guys that I saw at the practice. This year, the difference was I actually had Stadium One tickets. I paid a lot of money for it, to be honest, and I don't know whether it's it should be that expensive. You know, in California, everything's inflated like
Yeah.
crazy,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
You know how that is.
It's
I felt
crazy.
the same.
Yep.
I spent I bought day session tickets, Stadium One, and evening session tickets, which start like around 5 o'clock, Stadium One as well. So Stadium One gives you access to the main stadium where all the top
Right.
ranked players play, and all the outside stadiums and practice courts. What it doesn't give you access to, which was a little odd, was Stadium Two.
Hmm.
Now, Stadium 2 is like the next best stadium, right?
Yep.
The
Yep.
big stadium, not as big as Stadium 1, but that's the other stadium court. And it's a bit disappointing because if you're paying premium pricing for
Right.
Stadium 1, the expectation, and it's just not me, there were a lot of people even online like
Yep.
talking about this on Twitter and all the other social media platforms that if you paid premium tickets, Stadium One, you should have access to one, two, and all the outside courts,
Right.
which I agree with, I think. Because when I went there, there were some really good matches on Stadium Two, which I could not see. Uh, so little
Oh,
disappointing. I don't know. They might change it back to what it used to be, I think.
right.
I think you could watch Stadium 2 matches also with Stadium 1 tickets before.
Right. So I actually see that rule change. What they changed this year was upper levels in Stadium 2 is open to ground pass holders or Stadium 1 ticket holders. And what usually happens is they usually open it up. And I think, especially in the evening doubles matches, people just fan down to see the matches closer to the courts. This was my experience quite a while back. And I'm sure you probably experienced that too. I think this is the policy that they changed. And there are a lot of
Yes.
complaints about this, like you said. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because the reason that happened was on Saturday night, on a Saturday night, you expect like a prime time match. Actually, a lot of people expected the prime time match this past Saturday. Everybody was expecting would have been Alcaraz versus Dimitrov,
Hmm.
right? Like,
Yep.
but that did not happen in the evening. They scheduled that at like 3 o'clock, which ended up happening around 4 o'clock. So just before the evening session. And if you saw the dynamic pricing and the ticket on the website, the prices were super low for
Hmm.
evening
Hmm.
compared to day. the day prices went up like crazy for people who were planning on buying
Yeah.
on the day off, and then like no one was buying the evening tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people, including me, who
Mm-hmm.
tried selling the evening tickets
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't work
Yeah.
uh, because just wanted to see, right?
Yeah.
If that could happen, I would even have sold it at a loss, but nobody bought it. So I ended up having to u utilize it, which is
Okay.
fine.
Which
But
is
I'm
okay.
just
Yeah.
saying, like, the expectation was like a really good match would have been on Stadium 1 Saturday night prime time. But Stadium 2 actually had the better match.
Yep.
And the Stadium 1 ticket holders like myself could not go and watch Taylor Fritz play,
Yep.
which happened to be a three-set, much better match. They put Daniil Medvedev versus Tabilo
Yep.
on Saturday night, and no disrespect to either of the players, but I don't think anybody was looking forward to watching that over like an
Hmm.
American player,
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
right? So that's what happened on the Saturday night match. That was my experience. So the cool thing is, though, I ended up not watching singles and I ended up watching women's doubles on the
Amazing. Yep.
outside
That's
court.
that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Doubles
watched
is.
women's doubles and women's singles outside because during the day I had watched a lot more men's, which was on Stadium One. Like I watched Novak play, I watched Alcaraz play Dimitrov during the day, but in the evening session, I ended up watching a doubles match. So one of the doubles match that I watched was uh, Alex Yala, who is like a crowd puller favorite,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Filipina. She's like, I mean, I really like her too. So
Yep.
I was definitely very keen on watching her play. But she was playing doubles with Eva Jovic, who
Okay.
is another rising
Yep. Yeah.
sensation.
I'm a rising star from the US, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they were playing what's her name? Ostapenko and who is the other player?
The Sushi, right?
No, 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 no. Who is the player who lost to Rybakina in three sets? The American Haley Baptist.
Haley Baptiste. Yes.
So,
She's good.
so
Yeah. I saw her
she
play
is
a three,
very
four
good. In
years back.
fact,
She's good.
I had watched Haley Baptiste versus Rybakina earlier on in the day at Stadium One, and that was a three-set match.
Hmm.
And then Baptiste came back and played in the evening doubles. So I ended up going to the doubles, women's doubles, and it
Yeah.
was like obviously not a stadium court, smaller
Right.
court, but it was jam-packed.
Hmm.
We could not get in.
Wow.
There was like massive lines to get in. The
Hmm.
stadium was full. So I somehow managed to maneuver myself and go to the side to get a glimpse. I was holding my camera up to see if I can get a little bit of, angle on some of the points. But then after the first set got over, few people left. Somehow we were able to get in. It was jam-packed. People were like sitting, the ushers were having a lot of problems controlling the crowd because people
Hmm.
started sitting on the staircases. So the what I observed, and I want to talk
Yeah.
about this match
Yes.
first
Yeah.
because it was unique in the sense that not many people think about watching women's doubles,
Yeah.
sadly.
Yeah.
It was fun because A, it was jam-packed. Uh, and of course, the matchup was not a very good matchup, very honestly, because Baptiste and Ostapenko overwhelmed
Power. A lot of power. Yeah.
Iala and Jovic purely because Baptiste is a very good doubles player. And Ostapenko also was actually really solid at the net. Like she's pretty big. Her frame is pretty big.
Yeah.
She was putting a lot of volleys. Baptiste is like very crafty, great
Yeah.
at the
Good
net,
touch. Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good touch. And Iala and Jovic, you could tell that I think they are first-time partners, but they're singles players. The good thing is the Iala and Jovic were trying a lot of I formations,
Hmm.
which I thought was interesting
Hmm.
on the ad side.
Okay.
So that was when they were serving to Baptiste.
Oh, and
I think it's
Iala being the lefty
because
was serving.
lefty, and I think it's because they're trying to jam her
Hmm.
body serves,
Okay.
and that way she floats her ball to the middle of the court and they could
Yeah, they
finish it
clear.
off.
Yeah.
So that was good that singles-minded players are utilizing like changing formation and stuff, right? I like that aspect. Even though they lost, at least
Hmm.
they were trying and
Right.
experimenting, which
Absolutely.
is
Yeah.
good to see. What I wish I saw,
Mhm.
I know Novak played with Tsitsipas doubles.
Yep. Yep.
I miss that. I wish I saw that. And I think well, somebody else played too. Medvedev played with Lerner Tien.
Okay.
That also I missed. So it's what even though I did not see some of the men's doubles matches, I was happy to see a lot of the singles players playing doubles too, with
This
other
is very
singles players.
interesting. This is very interesting, right? I mean, this kind of I'm connecting this with the U.S. Open's policy of having the mixed doubles with all the rock star singles players playing, right? So this seems
Yeah.
like something like that is happening here, where uh, good singles players, top players are playing, showing up for doubles.
The,
Interesting,
the
yeah,
the best part was, as a fan, at least there was a lot of crowd to watch doubles.
yeah,
That is what I thought was
yeah,
very interesting
yeah,
because there's always more coverage towards or the attention goes towards like singles,
yep,
but a lot of people are very interested in doubles actually,
yep,
which is really good to see.
yep,
Now that I play doubles a lot more, I mean, I play singles and doubles too, but personally, I play doubles. Doubles is very fascinating, man. Like it's good. It's because two people are involved
yep,
as a team, it's good to see the kind of strategies people use to beat the opponents,
yeah,
which I think is very fun. I know singles has that, but when I think two people are involved, you want to see like what they're communicating, how they're changing things up.
yep,
And people like older age people, a lot of them, they actually really like doubles a lot.
yep.
Younger people, even some of the students I teach, they prefer singles. But I always tell them, like I took the students there, they were enjoying doubles a lot.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yep. It's
Points are
more
maybe
forgiving.
shorter.
Yeah, yeah, it's more forgiving. I just feel that especially kids, they get too stressed with singles, all the
Yes,
tournament
yes.
grind, and in doubles they are just free and they're enjoying it,
There
and they
is
make a
there is a
mistake.
fun element.
Yes.
There is a fun element
Yeah, yeah,
to like with teamwork and coordination.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not
And
like frivolous fun. They do take it seriously. They do want to
yeah,
win,
yeah.
but they're more forgiving of their mistakes with a teammate around with them. So it's really healthy. Yeah,
Trust me, the net exchanges that happen
yeah,
are like really good, right? So
yeah.
that is something. And then I actually was able during the day, I was able to see the practice courts too,
Oh yeah, I was about
where
to ask you about the practice courts. Yeah,
yeah, and I want to speak. I know that I'm not speaking too much about singles yet, but
yeah,
in terms of doubles, I saw some of the drills that they're doing, especially, and a lot of people are working on the put away volleys,
yeah.
like
Bang.
standing
Like the yeah, yeah,
mid
yeah,
court, and then coming in and doing volley drills, and just ripping shots at the person at the net so that they get comfortable with like net play. I just feel like we should get more coverage
yeah,
on doubles. Um, it's not shown as much as it should.
yeah. True.
And to tell you the truth honestly, I think watching doubles in person live is much more fun than seeing it on TV.
Yeah.
Which is why as a fan, there is so much excitement for doubles. Trust me, like all the like the smaller courts when doubles is happening was like pretty full.
Okay. That's pretty good. Good to
It
see.
is. I went to see like Madison Keys in the evening, right?
Hmm.
Right after the doubles women's doubles finished. And it wasn't even that crowded.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
I can tell that's one of the observations that I've had because last time I went 2 years ago, I didn't get to see so much doubles.
Yeah.
I was focused on going from one court to the other watching singles.
Yep.
So that is one thing I wanted to mention for definitely about doubles. And I really encourage a lot of people to go watch doubles when they can. It's really interesting. It's a lot of fun. And honestly, you can learn a lot if you play recreational level doubles.
Yep. Yep.
That is
As
one
our
thing.
good friend of our podcast, Will Bauchek, says, watch
Yes,
more
yes.
doubles. Yes,
It
watch more
is,
doubles.
yes, yes, it is. It's
Yeah.
fun. And I know that Will was also there. So shout
Yes.
out to him. Sorry, Will. I was just running around so much. I wish I could see you, but next time for sure. Now let's talk about singles.
Yep. So did you the singles? Uh, I wanted to double click more on the practice courts. So did you see any
Yeah,
players practice and
I
who were
did.
they?
I
Yep.
did. Um, so I watched I'm trying to figure out who I watched first, but I don't know if I'm going in sequence. I watched Lernatian practice.
Hmm.
I love that guy. That guy is like gonna be a rock star, man.
Hmm.
Tien I saw practice. I saw Tiafo practice. So that's a couple of Americans. Um, I saw Sasha practice, but he was a little far away. He was basically doing a lot of ground shots, ground strokes. And next to him was Sinner.
Hmm.
Sinner had an off day on the day I was there. I mean, last 2 years ago, I actually watched the entire practice session of Sinner and I spoke about it.
Yeah.
It was intense with Cahill. It was intense, and I what I enjoyed most is the intensity, the power he generates, the how well balanced he is, which is something that I keep stressing to all my students. Like he if you want to see how somebody bends their knees and gets low and down and keeps the center of gravity low and has that balance, they should watch Sinner.
I mean that too for a tall guy, man. Yeah,
Tall
that's incredible.
guy.
Yeah.
I know he's a skier,
Yep.
but he has incredible, like, he gets low and he bends down. People should definitely watch him. I tried to watch him since I've already seen him practice a couple of years ago. It was fine, even though he was at a distance. But the main people that I saw practice who were next to each other were Novak and Alcaraz. It was packed.
Big guns. Yep.
I just squeezed my way through to a place where I could actually
Push
see
it.
them
Yeah.
practice.
Yep.
It was super hard to get in. Like everybody was
Yeah.
running to watch them,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yep.
So the funny observation from this is, I would say if percentage wise, I would say 75, it was full, right? Both sides was full. It's like, and the way it's so well set up, the courts, where you can see from all sides,
Right.
pretty much, right? I would say 75% of the people who were surrounding both courts were focused on Alcaraz. Why? It's his personality.
Yep.
He engaged with the crowd.
Hmm.
He hit some uh like funky shots, strokes. He's entertaining, right?
He's a
And he
showman. Yep.
connects really well with the young crowd.
Yep. Yep.
People were like cheering, clapping, shouting whenever he hit like a really cool shot or he served. And if I was watching with my eyes, like where are people holding up their cameras and what orientation and direction and recording, right? And I would say 75 to 80% we're all looking at Alcaraz.
Yeah.
You know, that's Novak is undoubtedly like the holder of the maximum number of Grand Slams and probably deserves more attention, right?
Just
But it
saying the
was just
goat.
remarkable what this man has achieved
Yep.
at this young age. I'm talking about Alcaraz.
Yep.
The fans love him,
Yeah.
literally, like they really do. Novak, they honestly like these guys take it pretty easy in practice.
Yeah. I'm sure
If
with Novak
that,
probably managing his energy, yes.
oh, definitely he was. He wasn't even trying, I thought.
Yeah,
But the thing is how clean that they hit, how focused they are. So I look at like our level people practicing. We put so much energy in
right.
during practice. These guys are having a joke with their team, chilling. I actually recorded and I took pictures and I recorded some to show my students too. What I was watching and recording was their stance when they're returning serve, their biomechanics on their serves. I took a really nice picture of Novak, which I'm going to use and show people on how perfectly he was positioned on his serve
Hmm.
with the left arm up, the knees bent, the racket behind, uh, eyes like locked in, the ball toss perfect.
Yeah,
So those things was some of the small things I was looking at. Then of course they were doing lots of volley practice. One of the things that they do also a lot of is overhead practice, which I think sometimes gets under practiced
yeah,
at our level. And I don't know what to say. It was just so much fun watching these two practice side by side.
yep.
This was before their match.
Hmm.
Great experience. In terms of the women's, I went to see Raducanu practice. Massive number, another crowd puller.
Yep.
I even though she hasn't achieved a whole lot of success, I mean, I think the fact that she is attractive and she's an endorsement like darling, there's always a crowd, right?
Yep.
I saw her. I saw Paulini practice actually. Paulini actually practiced for a long time, believe me. Like I think she was on the court for like an hour.
Yeah.
So she seems to be very hardworking.
Yep. It seems like it. And she's playing doubles too with Sara Irani. Was it Irani or yeah?
I don't remember, but
Yep.
I saw Paulini practice. Now,
Yep.
who did I see practice?
They're
I did.
numbers. They're
I
top seed in
missed.
doubles. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I missed Iga. I've actually never seen Iga practice. I missed seeing her practice. Um, let me think. Who else? Who else did I miss see practice? I missed seeing Coco Gauff. Uh, and Sabalenka. Sabalenka was at a time she was practicing when I was watching Alcaraz's match, so I was not able to see that.
Mhm.
So in terms of the women's, I didn't get to see too many of the women's practice. I was focused more on Alcaraz and Novak. If you know, I spent most amount of time there. Now, I quickly want to talk about some of the matches that I saw and some of the picks of the day,
The
right?
picks. Yeah.
Um, there was a match which I knew was going to be a fun one, entertaining one. That was, oh, sorry. I know. I wanted to mention something before I go into the match. There was the first practice session that I went to. I actually got a couple of autographs. That's why I want
Hmm.
to mention it. I saw Rublev practice with Marat Safin.
Oh, the dudes, the Russian dudes.
That
Yep.
was, yes, yes. So I completely forgot about that. So I spent like 15-20 minutes in the morning watching them practice. I used to like Marat Safin back in the day. And man, that guy, he's a very handsome hunk still.
Yes. Safin. Yeah.
Rublev is a funny guy, I think. Like they were having a good discussion. Well, he's a fun guy. I was able to get autographs from both of them. It's funny, like Safin still hits the heck out of the ball. Big hitters. He's like, nobody asked for Safin's autograph. I feel
Wow.
like it's crazy. He literally walked, and I was the only one who asked for his autograph. I
Wow.
felt honored. In
Mhm.
that stadium, I mean, I'm sure some other days people might have, but on that day, I was the only one who asked for it. I'm like, Marat, it's good to see you back. He signed my autograph, and then Rublev came, he signed his autograph. So I was very happy with that. So yeah, I just forgot to mention that. In terms of singles matches that I watched on the outside courts, I saw a little bit of Cerundolo versus Bonsai. That ended up being a really good three-set match. I only stayed for a little bit. Uh, wasn't as full as I thought, but I know
Mhm.
like that would be a good match. I watched I This was an amazing match, by the way. I watched a match also on the outside court, which was Hachinov versus Fonseca.
Ooh.
So Fonseca is another person that I really like.
Yeah.
Up and coming Brazilian
Oh, yes.
kid. The crowd was, the stadium was packed.
Mhm.
I would say 80% of the crowd was cheering for Fonseca. Lots of Brazilian flags. I only saw the first set, and I wish I saw the whole match. The guy was, I think, two match points down in the second set after he lost the first set. He came back and won that match,
Hmm.
Fonseca. That guy is a one to watch out for.
He hit winners from the baseline, forehand
And
winners
I
from
just
behind the
want to
baseline.
see,
Yeah.
even though I did not end up seeing the match between Fonseca and Sinner that just
Yeah.
finished,
Yeah.
where Fonseca lost 7-6, 7-6. This guy, watch out for him.
Yeah.
Definite future top 10 if groomed the right way. 100%.
Yeah.
That match he played with Sinner a round ago, so that would be round of 16,
Yep.
was insane. Like it could have gone either way. And he's pushing the world number one at such a young age. So watch out for Fonseca. Great guy to
Yeah.
watch. I also watched let me see. I watched Novak's match, which is interesting. He played Mazurak. Novak lost the first set. He was so lethargic. I
Yeah.
and I almost feel like he knew that he was going to win. It gave me that vibe that he knew that even whatever happens, he had control of the match,
Of
even
the
though he
match.
lost
Yeah.
the first set. That's the vibe I got. But that guy was trying his best,
Yeah.
which is respectable.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed watching that match. Then I watched Alcaraz and Dimitrov in Stadium One. That was a one-sided contest. Alcaraz was way too good.
Hmm.
Dimitrov is coming back from injury,
Yep.
obviously.
Yep.
I still like Dimitrov, but he was no match. Alcaraz was like, his forehand is ridiculous.
Yep.
Alcaraz is like the best thing that I saw, really. His ability, and it reminds me of Rafa actually. His ability to turn offense into defense, defense into offense. Movement is exemplary, and the way he sets up his forehand, and then he's on like a what 15 match unbeaten run or
Yep.
something
Yep. Yep. He's unbeaten. Yep. Yep.
this year.
This is going to be interesting. Yeah.
And I know that he's playing Medvedev in the semifinal while Sinner plays Zverev.
Yep.
We are looking for yet another. We're gonna head.
The Silk
It's gonna be
Raz.
another Sinner final.
Yep. Yep.
And man, we need Lerner Tiens and Fonsecas to rise up right now because we need somebody else. I mean, third and we need a big four, right?
Yep.
Speaking about Lerner Tien, first opportunity that I had this time, which I didn't experience before, was he had a meet and greet, which is what like
That's
something
nice.
like this
Fan
makes
engagement. Yeah. That's
fan
nice.
engagement. They had it with Tiafo. I kind of just missed meeting Tiafo, but I was able to meet Tien. Waited in line, meet and greet, spoke to him for a few minutes, and got his autograph. Super nice guy, amazing player. Tien is wonderful. Uh, I know he lost to Sinner today in the quarters, but again, bright future. Watch out for him. Under Michael Chang, I think he's going to do big things too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I didn't get to see everybody's matches, but from what I saw, the experience that I had, practice sessions and matches, I'll keep going back every year if I can.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I always encourage my students to do the same. And they are already telling me, okay, next year I'm going to do this,
You
next
gotta
year I'm going
go.
to do this.
Yep.
It's the weather is great, man. I encourage everyone to go. Half the people look like they're tennis players too, so they're already invested. And man, like it's for there's a reason why they call it the tennis paradise.
Yep. Yep.
So I had a wonderful experience. The one thing that I will do next year is I'm going to try to stay there 2 days. So I
Yep.
catch both halves of the draws for both
Yep.
men's and
Yep.
women's,
Yep.
and I see more matches. Oh. I'm not happy with just seeing one day worth of matches.
I know. I know. Yeah.
That's really my takeaway. And yeah, man, like highly recommend everybody to show up, especially if you live like in NorCal and for sure if in SoCal.
That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. It's like uh, I mean, I couldn't go the past couple of years, but definitely planning to come back next year.
Yeah, we should
So,
go together
yep. Yeah.
as a tennis hackery team. I think it would
Yep.
be lovely to for us to go. And the pricing of the tickets, here's my take. I think if you really want to go, definitely buy them early. Don't
Yep.
wait till the last moment. That's my advice. Ground passes are great, but as you start appreciating tennis more, I think it's okay to pay a couple $100
Yeah.
to see the Stadium 1 and Stadium 2 matches. You won't regret it. It's very attractive.
Yeah.
And it's a magnetic kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that's
Amazing.
pretty much it. I mean, I look forward to you, Tarun. I know that for anyone wondering, there is going to be an episode where our very own Tarun speaks about his experience. I know, Tarun, I think you're heading out to Miami.
Miami, yes. So next week I'll be in Miami. One day we are planning to go to the Hard Rock Cafe Stadium. So let's see how it goes. I think the entire show moves there. I think it's not as big as a tournament as Indian Wells. I mean, but I think the players typically if they make it here, most of them do make it to Miami as well. So we'll see.
So
Hope.
here's my quick take. There is a possibility that the finals of Indian Wells for men's and women's are an exact duplicate of what happened in Australia.
Yeah.
It could
Yep.
be
Yep. Yep.
Alcaraz Sinner and Sabalenka Rybakina.
Rybakina. Yes. Yes.
So what's going on, man?
Yep. Yeah, entering. Yeah, I mean, with on the men's, the top two, we're already in that era. So I don't know if these guys are going to just just dig deeper and you keep the rest of the field out, or we are going to see somebody else. I hope Medvedev's where these guys make some good runs. Medvedev seems like he's on his way back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's playing much better and he's fighting hard. So hopefully. Uh, We'll ask Coach Craig. We were very critical of Medvedev's game last year, highlighting things like how people have caught on to his positioning way behind the baseline, things like that. So we'll ask Coach Craig about what he thinks made him more successful uh, in his current run. So yeah, stay tuned for that too. Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
the semis of the men's and
Yep.
women's. I'm very much looking forward to having you speak about your experience in Miami in a couple of weeks from now.
Yep.
And it would be my turn to listen to your stories. I know.
Yes.
Thanks, Tarun, for patiently listening to
Oh,
me.
it was so fun, and I hope this is very useful for everybody who's tuning into our podcast. So, so that it serves as ultimately like we are tennis fans, and we definitely want to do our part in making this sport bigger and have fun in the process. Catch some great tennis.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I
yeah,
mean, and the last thing I'll say is, like I said already, if you're a tennis fan, if you appreciate tennis, obviously if you play tennis, and even if you don't, I think find a way to plan to go to Indian Wells every year, or at least once in your lifetime in March. It's beautiful, the weather. It's make sure you are protected with sunscreen and everything, hats and caps
Yep.
and correct
True.
clothing in case it's like too hot.
Yeah.
It does cool down a little bit in the evening. Um, but if you have any, if any listener has any questions or need any recommendations about the tournament, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to guide you.
Yep. And with that, come to the end of episode 38. This was Thank you so much for sharing that experience with us. So again, Tennis Hackery at Tennis Hackery with a Y is our social media handle. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, which used to be Twitter. And the audio version of the podcast goes to Spotify, and you can pick it up from Apple Podcasts or any of your favorite podcast readers. The video version goes to YouTube. Again, at Tennis Hackery with a Y. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Uh, if you have any questions about the tournaments, ticketing, feel free to reach out to us. And hope we'll see you again for the upcoming episodes. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.